ओके सो टॉपिक है हमारा बेटा आज का क्रिटिकल एंगल. सो टुडे वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट क्रिटिकल एंगल एंड टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन. सो critical angle. So first we will discuss about critical angle and after then we will discuss about what is total internal reflection. So first of all we take interface between two media. So this is the line which are separating two medium. Okay, so xy is the interface between two media which are separating denser media to rare media. So here consider the first medium is denser and the second medium is rare. So here xy is the medium, sorry, xy is the boundary which are separating denser medium to a rare media. Consider a ray of light traveling in denser media enters into rare media. So as we know that if light ray are obliquely enters in a medium, in a homogeneous medium, then at the boundary of separation it deviates through its path. That is called reflection of light. So here this is the light ray which are traveling in denser media enters in the rare media. So at the boundary we will draw normal. So this is the n and n dash is the normal, and here this is the angle I. So if we consider denser medium is the glass and rare media is the air, suppose denser is the glass, so this is the medium of glass and this is the medium of air, and with respect to air refractive index of denser media is n. So here n is the refractive index of glass and here refractive index of air is considered as 1. So light which are traveling in glass when enters in the rare media or enters in the medium air, some part of it reflected and the major portion or the major part of the light gets refracted in the denser media. So this part is reflect and the major part of the light is refracted. So whenever light travel in a denser media enters in the rare media, some part of it refracted and the remaining part which sphere gets reflected. So in this case we will discuss one by one about the reflection and about the refraction. So first we will discuss about refraction. So this is the refracted light and this is the normal. So this angle will be known as angle of refraction. So here when we look closely at the figure we get angle I is smaller than angle R. So here we get I is smaller than R. So what we get from this figure or this phenomena, when a light ray traveling in denser media enters in a rare media, then its angle of refraction is greater than its angle of incidence. So if we further increase the value of I, then R will also increase and at certain stage R will become 90 degree. So at this situation, here we draw again xy which are separating two medium and this is the normal, this is the angle of incidence and this angle is noted by I. So at this angle here the refractive index, sorry, the angle of refraction R becomes 90 degree. So the value of I at which R becomes 90 degree is known as critical angle. So what is critical angle? So critical angle is just the angle of incidence at which R becomes 90 degree. So we now define it the critical angle. So critical angle is the angle of incidence at which angle of refraction that is R becomes 90 degree, and the essential condition for it is the light should move from denser to rare media. So this is the essential condition, and one more thing we have to notice it. Critical angle always form in denser media, not in rare media. So Because critical angle is the angle of incidence, and this angle of incidence is always in the medium or denser media, not in the rare media, because light are moving from denser to rare media. So here the essential condition for critical angle is light should move from denser to rare media. So here the essential condition for critical angle is light should move from denser to rare media. Okay, so this is the essential condition for critical angle. And one more thing you have to remember, that critical angle is always formed in denser media, and critical angle is just the angle of incidence at which R becomes 90 degree. And now we find the relation between critical angle and refractive index of the medium. So at this point, if we apply Snell's law, then what we get? So if we apply Snell's law, so according to Snell's law, at the boundary here, sin I upon sin R is equal to refractive index of second media with respect to first media. So here second media is air and first media is glass, and we know that refractive index of glass is n and refractive index of air is 1. So refractive index of air with respect to glass will be 1 upon n. So here we can write it 1 upon n. Now since I is equal to C and R is equal to 90 degree, so put the value of I and R in this equation, we get sin C upon sin 90 degree is equal to 1 upon n. So this will become sin C upon 1 is equal to 1 by n, because the value of sin 90 is 1. So this becomes sin C is equal to 1 by n. So this is the required relation between critical angle and refractive index, or we can also write it in this form, n is equal to 1 upon sin C. So this is the required relation between critical angle and refractive index. Now we will move to a total internal reflection. So pause the screen and note it, and after that we will discuss about total internal reflection. Okay, so total internal reflection, simply we call it TIR. So as we know that when light moves from denser to rare media, this is the light ray which are moving from denser to rare media. So in that case, I is smaller than R. As we know that if we increase the value of I, then R will also increase, and at critical angle, when I will equal to C, at critical angle, R becomes 90 degree. Now, if we further increase the value of I, it means angle of incidence, then R will also increase. It means if we increasing the value of I beyond C, beyond critical angle, then R will increase beyond 90 degree. So it means light which are traveling in denser media will not enter in rare media, even it reflect in the same denser media. This phenomena is known as total internal reflection. So any light ray which are traveling in denser media, if it strikes on the boundary such that angle of incidence is greater than angle of critical, then light reflect back in the difference media. This phenomena is known as total internal reflection. So for total internal reflection, the essential condition is light should move from denser to rare media. So the first condition is light should move from denser to rare media, and the second condition is angle of incidence is should greater than critical angle. So if both the conditions are satisfied, then there should be total internal reflection, or there must be total internal reflection. So this is the TIR. Now we will discuss some problem related on critical angle and total internal reflection. As you know, looming, mirage, all are the examples of total internal reflection. But we move to the numerical problem. So consider, so if we consider there is a tank filled with water and the refractive index of water is 1.33. So there is a problem. This is the tank which is filled with water. This tank is filled with water and refractive index of water is 1.33. So if we place a bulb at the bottom of this tank, so here here it is placed a bulb. So this is a bulb which is placed at the bottom of the tank, and the height of the tank is, or we can say that the depth of the tank is 80 centimeter. So here depth of the tank is 80 centimeter and refractive index of water is 1.33, and here is a bulb which are glowing inside the tank. We have to find the area at the surface of tank at which there is light. So at which area there should be light. So we have to find the area, required area, which is lightened up by the bulb, because we know that the light ray which are initiating from bulb, all the light will not move in the air media. Some light, some part of light will reflect back in the denser media, means in the water. So here if we consider, this is the light ray which are initiating from bulb, strikes the boundary normally, then it will go without any suffering deviation. And the second light ray which are initiating from bulb strikes the surface such that angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, then it means R will be 90 degree. And if any light ray which are strikes the surface such that angle I is greater than C, then it will reflect in the denser media. So this is the required area. This is the required area on either side at which there is light. So similarly there is also. So this is the required area at which light will come out from the bulb, and here this is the area, this is the portion of tank at which light will not come out. So if we consider R is the radius of this area, then, and this is the angle C, so this will also be the angle C because both are alternate angle. So we get a triangle like that. So this is the triangle, this is the R and this is the angle C, and the height of this depth is here given 80 centimeter. So we now take it H. Now from triangle we get tan C is equal to perpendicular upon base, so R upon H. This becomes equation first. Now at this point, applying Snell's law, or we can apply the relation between N and C. So we know that sin C is equal to 1 by N, and here the value of N is 1.33. This can be written as 4 by 3. So we can write it 4 by 3. So sin C will be equal to 3 by 4. Now with the help of sin C we can find the value of tan C. As we know, sin C is equal to 3 by 4. It means here 3 is the altitude and 4 is the hypotenuse. So base will be equal to hypotenuse square minus altitude square and under root. So SP means 16, 4 square 16 minus 9. So this becomes root 7. So base is the root 7. So we can write the value of tan C from equation first. Tan C is equal to R by H. So this can be written as we know that tan C is equal to perpendicular upon base, where perpendicular is 3 and base is root 7. So R will be equal to 3 by root 7 into h. So this is the value of r. Now the area will be, the lightened area will be equal to pi r square. So this is the formula for area. So here the value of pi, here value of r is 3 root 7 into h. Yes, here the value of s is given. The value of s is given is 80 centimeter. So we can write it 0.8 meter. This becomes whole square. Now the value of pi is 3.14 and 3 square 9 root 7 into 0.8, there should be 64.64. Now after solving it, we get the value is 2.8 meter square. So this is the required area at the top of the tank which will be lightened up by the bulb. Okay, so this is the problem which was based on critical angle. Now I think you will better understand what is critical angle and what is total internal reflection. So if you get further problem, then you can ask me through WhatsApp or comment on the link given. Okay, thank you.